It's good to know that you are still there with us. Oh, I have a wonderful guest in the house. In fact, it's a special guest. Okay, it is an honor and privilege to have him grace our studio this morning. Please join me as I welcome His Royal Highness Alhaji Hussaini Agabi, Ma'am, the Agabe of Gwargwada Kuje Area Council of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. He is of the Gade tribe, okay, and he's going to be talking to us about his people, the Gwargwada people. Please join me as I welcome him. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
It's a pleasure meeting you this morning.
Good morning.
Good
It is an
morning.
honor and privilege to have you.
Thank you very
We are
much.
indeed grateful, sir.
Highly honored
Thank you,
to
sir.
be with you too.
All right, sir. Thank you so
It's
much.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, sir, let's look at the history and the culture of the Gwargwada people.
Alhamdulillah, we thank Almighty Allah for giving me this opportunity to be here in NTA Channel 5 to discuss some cultural issue about Gwargwada. Gwargwada is a community in Kuje Area Council, majorly Gade tribe. And Gade people actually started their journey from southern Sudan to Kano, from Kano to Padang Karishi, from Padang Karishi to Doma, then Doma, we found ourselves in FCT, but it was not formally FCT.
Okay.
It was formerly Benue Plateau, Niger State, Kwara State before the creation of FCT.
Oh.
So that was how our journey of Gade people started. So when we came to then northeast, Gade people spread all over the territory. And Gwargwada people was led by a person called Agabe. Agabe now discovered a plain land surrounded by hills and rivers. As a hunter and a great farmer, he developed love for that place. Hence, the settlement of Gwargwada in that place. In fact, the native name of Gwargwada is Ogbada.
Okay.
When you hear a Gade man say Gbada, Gbada, that means a flat, plain land. With the coming of the Hausa traders, instead of pronouncing Ogbada, Ogbada, they turn it to Gwargwada. And that's why the official name now is Gwargwada.
Okay.
But anytime we write Gwargwada in bracket, Ogbada is still there because we don't want to lose that name, because Ogbada has meaning, means a flat land. But Gwargwada has no any meaning at all.
Oh.
So we are still attaching Ogbada to Gwargwada.
Okay, interesting, sir. Okay, before we look at the impact of modernization and civilization, on the indigenous tribe, let's look at your festivals, your cultures, the things that make your people stand out. Let's look at that.
Actually, a Gade man has several festivals. We have several masquerades, and these masquerades are associated to a specific occasion. When an old woman or old man dies, there's a specific festival that celebrates that period.
Okay.
During the end or beginning of the year, we used to celebrate agricultural festival, which we refer to as inner festival. We have a masquerade that when a king dies, he is being celebrated, and that one we have Adamagabe festival, Shabadawaki festival. When a lady is to be married to his husband or her husband, there's a festival being celebrated. That one we call it a Mo Yaluvu festival. So we have a lot of festivities in Gwargwada as a community. And one unique thing is that most Gade people, our festival are similar.
Oh,
So we don't have a different festival per se.
okay.
What takes place in Gwargwada, if you go to Gombe, is the same. If you go to Kuje, is the same. If you go to Kujekwa, is the same. Because our identity is virtually the same.
Same, okay. Okay, now we know let's look at the impact of urbanization and then this, okay, let's look at the impact of urbanization on the citizen.
Definitely, the impact of urbanization has affected tremendously on our cultural practices. You know, when we arrived our various settlements, our people were predominantly traditionalists.
Okay.
So based on that, they practice their culture, their dances very well. But with the coming of Islam and Christianity, there are no-go areas. If you're a Muslim, you are not expected to dance, to go into all this cultural or masculine costume. So once you have accepted that you are a Muslim, so automatically you are prevented from participating in those areas. So it actually affected the practices of our culture.
Okay.
But we still have some that despite the denial by the religion, they still have that interest.
Okay.
If somebody has interest in doing anything, you cannot stop him. So we still have pockets of such people that are still practicing these cultural practices in our area.
Okay, let's look at modernization in terms of development. How has it impacted your people?
Yes, modernization, of course. In those days, for you to come to Gwargwada, it will take you a very difficult terrain because there was no road. But with the coming of the Federal Capital Territory, actually so many developments
Okay.
have, taken place,
Okay.
like schools, like hospitals, like a good road, like from the city here to Gwargwada is a tar road from Abaji, and meeting with other Nigerians definitely has impacted some positive development in our people.
Okay. Okay, we'll go on a break right now. And when we come back, you'll be talking to your people and also you'll be addressing or advising in other way. So let's go on a break. All right, our focus has been on the Gwargwada people, and you can see the Royal Highness, the passion he has for his people. And now he has explained to us the history of his people. Let's go on this short break, and when we return, we'll continue the discussion. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Yes, His Royal Highness is still here. Okay, now, what would you say are some of the challenges that has come with modernization and urbanization to your people?
Definitely, the challenge is that even the language itself has been affected. Some grow up now, they hardly speak the language, as Gade. So urbanization has affected us in that area. Urbanization too has affected us in our mode of dressing. Most young ones now prefer English dressing than the native dressing. So it has actually affected my people in that aspect.
Okay.
And definitely, social media has
Okay.
made majority of our youth to be lazy. They don't want to crack their brain very well again. They are always on this social media. So it affected my people.
How do I say good morning to you in your language?
And share.
So I'll say Anisha, sir.
Mm.
Okay, I also say to your people Anisha. So I want you to talk to them in your language. Greet
Sure.
them briefly in your language.
Ngbe ne babie na ni shekpala gadapa to nyame mbega nka entie chanafa Abuja jembaga kano tuka abano gbada kuma ni babie konsigate tunu nuna gongo amukukirime ama makaranta te don makaranta na no so yabane ako kuma anuma wakati maka gwamnati ba ama makaranta a jigi ta game itsini bi game ngwene ya wana me a wigute ya ba gwamnati ya Nigeria shishiri.
Oh, thank you so much. So how do I say thank you, sir?
Mba.
Mba. Thank you so much, Mbasa. Thank you for coming. Thank you, and thank you so much for all you do for your people, and not just your people, for everyone in the FCT. We appreciate you so much, and we look forward to see more of you come to talk to us and address your children. Thank you so much. The program has been Good Morning Abuja. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.